taking you live now to the federal opposition leader, Sussan Ley, speaking.
On the 17 families affected by this horrible tragedy could not be clearer, and I will quote from their letter. Prime Minister, how can you not support a royal commission into the deadliest terrorist attack on Australian soil? Royal commissions have been established for banks and for aged care. We have lost parents, spouses, children and grandparents. Our loved ones were celebrating Hanukkah at Bondi Beach, a festival of light and joy in an iconic public space that should have been safe. You owe us answers, you owe us accountability, and you owe Australians the truth. Those words from 17 of the families. Now, the Prime Minister has just told Australians that he spoke with some of these families yesterday, but speaking is not listening, and clearly he did not listen. The families of victims want this Commonwealth Royal Commission. The Jewish community wants it. Eminent Australians want it. And I suspect millions of ordinary Australians want it too. Former Governors-General want it. Judges, former AFP commissioners, senior lawyers and security experts want it. The Coalition wants it. Even Labor MPs want it. Today, the Prime Minister thumbed his nose at these families and told them, in effect, that he knows better. Over recent weeks, I have stood with and listened to Australia's Jewish community. I've spoken with families in their homes, in their synagogues, and at funerals that no family should ever have to endure. When you hear their stories, when you understand the depth of their grief and their pain, it is unimaginable, but you also hear their anger. Australians have now read deeply disturbing accounts of repeated warnings that were ignored, of anti-Semitism allowed to grow unchecked, and of leadership that failed when it mattered the most. Families of victims feel shut out, unheard and disrespected. Members of the community believe this attack was not inevitable but preventable. Yet instead of listening to those most affected, the Prime Minister has decided to speak over them. Instead of the truth, he's hiding behind the process. By speaking over victims and their families and declaring that his pathway forward is the right one, the Prime Minister has actually insulted those who have endured the unimaginable. It is not protective, it is patronising. It's also an insult to the Australian people. Australians do not need to be shielded from the truth. We honour the lives of those who have been lost by confronting uncomfortable truths. To tell grieving families and a shocked nation that they're better off not knowing the truth is not leadership. It is disrespect. When a former AFP commissioner warns that Bondi raises deeper questions than intelligence failures or administrative arrangements, then this Prime Minister should listen. Why does the Prime Minister not want these questions asked? What is the Prime Minister hiding? He says the reason for not holding the Royal Commission with the Coalition's terms of reference is that they're too wide-ranging. Exactly. We need to be wide-ranging in consulting and listening and understanding the scourge of anti-Semitism across this country. Australians are entitled to know how the Prime Minister can be trusted to confront anti-Semitism if he won't answer questions about it within the Labor Party itself. At the vigil in Bondi, the message from the community was unmistakable. They want truth. They want accountability. They want and they deserve to be kept safe. And they want a Commonwealth Royal Commission. There is a clear pathway forward, a Commonwealth Royal Commission into the Bondi terrorist attack and the rise of anti-Semitism today. Now today, the Prime Minister can say what he wants, Tony Burke can say what he wants, I can say what I want. But today is the day to listen to the families and hear from them what they want. And they want a Commonwealth Royal Commission.